T-Mobile Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
There is a lot to prove in Tallahassee this season. Coach Mike Norvell has answers after a disappointing 5-7 season. They got the upset in Week 1 against Alabama, but it was not a strong season after that. Fans and Doak Campbell want to see if they can get back on track and become one of the powerhouses they once were in Tallahassee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Mustangs ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles offense going to get the chance to start this game off. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Jukes his way for more. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So SMU's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
Well, it's interesting. You talk to this coaching staff, and they don't make any bones about it, David. They say the strength of our offense is the right side of our offensive line. We've got a right guard and a right tackle that we feel can physically dominate and overmatch opposing defenses, and they know that's going to be a big key for them in this game today.
Yeah, and trust me, the defensive side, we talked about it as well over there. Like, they know short yardage situations when they need it, when they gotta have it. They want to go to the right side, so interested to watch how...
Oh, he wants it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And you try to sneak this in here, right? Third down, kind of manageable situation, not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw, and their defense said, no, sir, I'm ready for that. Stuffs him on the third down.
Rushes on him. Gets drawn as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Going to the running game. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Looking for a big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
He makes the grab. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that time to hit the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Quick release on the RPO. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Knight. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll go right back to him. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To throw, it's Jennings. Skips away from pressure. He tried to buy some time, and the defense was not having it.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He's going to scoop it up.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The Noles in a good spot here with second and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Under fire. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Off play action on 1st down. Fakes to grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Got his man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. On the move, he fires. Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles.
Makes the grab in their space. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's third and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run it on third and goal. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, SMU.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. So the 16-play drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carter. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Daniels. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Snags it quickly on the left. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Mustangs are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think when you got a quarterback that this fast, he knows I can get at any situation. Kind of like Superman, but he got caught. He found the kryptonite. The rush got home. You got to keep chasing this kind of guy, and that is a huge loss for this offense.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. He's got it for a big play. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. He's got it. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And with that last carry, he hits a C-note, 100 yards already.
He's been patient, and he's been waiting for those blocks to set up, and then he's been bursting through the hole. He's really shown you a little bit of everything, and by the way, it's still the 1st half.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got his man. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just feeds the running back. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's something you don't see too often, running reverses on 3rd down, the money down in the red zone. But when you've got ability like this guy has, you just got to find ways to get him the football. After the reverse, open field, he uses the speed, takes it in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early... There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, 1 little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll line up for a second down play. The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these weak running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights, and now they take the lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going to the ground. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops him right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Got one.
got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Off play action. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on! Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lopez. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. His drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Knight. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The first half can't end on a defensive penalty, so we'll get a little bonus football and an untimed down. And that is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions, an aerial exhibition so far. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.